You know, some might say that Phantom takes the cake when it comes to rifles, and then other people might claim that nothing really beats the almighty Vandal. Well, in my honest opinion, I believe that you're probably guilty of these 3 Vandal mistakes that absolutely destroy your aim. And if you're part of the majority that do favor this gun, well, stick around. Let's fix those mistakes so you can take pride in representing your rifle of choice. If you're brand new to the game, this is something that could really skyrocket your progress. But if you really want to jumpstart your success, I want to introduce you to the 2 brand new courses we just published over on the SkillCapped site. These courses are designed to walk you through everything you need to know about climbing stupidly fast in Valorant. First, we have our Jumpstart course that we made to teach you the basics and expertly fast-track you through the beginner process. But once you're more experienced, we even went the extra mile and created this Level Up course to teach you the advanced tactics that players use to climb up into the higher ranks of Ascendant and beyond. Whether you're a brand new player or you're still trying to hit those peak ranks, these 2 courses will have everything you need to break past those plateaus and start climbing. There's a reason SkillCapped has become the only premium instructional resource in the scene. We invest and believe in our content, so much so that we even back it up with 2 guarantees. First, we give you 2 full weeks to explore all the things we offer, and if it's not for you, you get a full refund, no questions asked. Our second guarantee is that you'll climb at least 5 whole divisions, or again, you get every penny back, no questions asked. You've got everything to gain, literally nothing to lose, so get started by using that discount link in the description below. Anyway, back to the video. So if there's one thing that's going to remain constant in this world, it's that 1 bullet from a Vandal to the head is all it takes to kill an enemy. No more, no less. Well, unless it's a wallbang, but you get the idea. Now, in Valorant and other shooting games as well, there's going to be this concept we call first bullet accuracy. This basically just refers to your gun being 100% accurate where your crosshair is placed upon shooting that very first bullet, provided that you're not moving when you shoot it. And since Vandal deals a constant 160 damage to the head, 1 bullet is all you're really ever going to need regardless of the distance. And that right there is why Vandal is not the gun you want to be spraying and praying with. It excels when fired in bursts of 1 to 3 bullets, and if you don't hit your mark, you'd best hide for cover and just totally reset. Otherwise, you'd end up relying completely on RNG as you just hope for a stray bullet to hit the enemy's head, like that's ever going to happen. Well, maybe once. Now, case in point, a Vandal's recoil is much harder to control than a Phantom. Although it is possible to still be good with a Vandal while spraying or doing spray transfers, it's not something you should be relying on too often. Okay, well, maybe Sabrosa was able to do a masterful 3K with that Vandal spray control, but trust me here, it's way easier said than done, and well, heck, even Sabrosa was completely baffled at how he was able to control that thing. So as a well-worth word of advice here, avoid relying on spraying with a Vandal. One of the key differences between the Vandal and the Phantom is their total amount of bullets. Phantom has a max of 30 bullets in a mag, with a reserve of 60 bullets. Now on the other hand, a Vandal only has 25 in each mag with 50 bullets in reserve. Now with this info alone, you can already tell that each Vandal bullet matters a whole lot more and shouldn't be wasted by spraying. So overall, you should definitely avoid spraying and taking extended fights out in the open, especially when using a Vandal. Your agent is most dangerous in wielding this weapon when you're in constant motion, strafing, hiding behind cover, and firing head level in bursts. These core actions allow you to take the most advantage of your first bullet accuracy. And as you get better with these mechanics, you're going to start to realize more that the person who misses their first bullet typically has potentially already lost the duel. And if you are the type to stick around hoping for your spray to hit, well, you're just going to be digging your own grave a little bit deeper. Now, get rid of that ego and instill in your mind that you should reset whenever you miss. Now, another mistake you probably don't know you're making is not considering the distance between you and your enemy when taking duels. Now, you're probably thinking, you just said the Vandal deals 160 to the head from anywhere, so why should distance even matter? Well, consider this scenario here. You have a Vandal and the enemy team is on an eco or a half-buy round. Say they're using a Stinger, a Frenzy, or well, maybe even a shotgun. Would it be wise in this scenario truly to take close fights with your Vandal? Of course it wouldn't. The fact that you have a stronger gun is already a huge advantage, and maximizing that advantage would mean capitalizing on long-range duels because that's where your enemies are going to be weak. To translate this into action, you should be holding angles that aren't too tight and safely jiggling in between covers. Playing in corners and tight spaces will only give your enemies a chance to creep up and close the distance on you. And with their eco guns, you're going to have a rough time fighting up close, especially when they start to run and gun. Exercising awareness in each round is a must in order to significantly increase your odds at winning. Take a peek at their economy each round and try to imagine what their buy would look like. Then play accordingly and anticipate their actions based on their economy and their tendencies. Now, be that as it may, there's also one thing you should definitely be wary of when fighting enemies who are 30 meters or more away. Now, while we just spoke about taking advantage of the first bullet accuracy and the first mistake, there are also some first bullet inaccuracies that occur from time to time that you should definitely be aware of. Don't worry, this isn't you or your mechanic's fault. Sometimes it's just the game being an absolute jerk to you.
They don't die, like you just shoot their head like this, but like it doesn't hit their head. Look at this. If you set it to like this, watch, I'm gonna shoot it at a pace that my bring it close. This is what first bullet accuracy is like in this game. I don't know why. Now, a reason why a Guardian will feel really good is because look at the Guardian. That's same as yes though, right? So they both suffer from like the same issue, but
don't believe me or Tins? Well, hop on the range and see it for yourself. Head to the area outside where you can test your damage on a dummy and adjust the distance of the target. Try to shoot your one bullet from your Vandal in slow intervals from 5 meters to 50 meters. Each time the target goes farther, you're going to notice the spread becomes more scattered. Now, as explained by Tins, this is the first bullet inaccuracy that sometimes occurs naturally within the game. God, kind of just sucks, doesn't it? Now, hold the phone though. However, you can also remedy this inaccuracy by using the ADS. With the help of ADS, you can make your long-distance shots just a little bit more accurate. Just make sure you have an available cover nearby when using ADS. Never, and I mean ever, use the ADS while you're wide open to multiple angles. Doing so is only going to make you an easier target in the open, limit your field of vision, and reduce your movement speed as well. The trifecta of giving a kill to the enemy team. So you want to be accused of hacking or aimbot by the enemy team because you get them picked off through smokes? Well, cool. Be my guest. This often gets you rewarded as long as you've got a good read, head level crosshair placement, and decent spray control. But please avoid using Vandals for these types of plays. Please, as much as you can.
And then didn't realize that your tracers are literally getting seen through the smoke. Like if you're shooting through the smoke, expect to die through the smoke as well. Unless you have a Phantom. Then the Phantom is like, they don't see the tracers.
Now, unlike the Phantom, the bullet tracers on a Vandal are clearly visible and can easily be counter-traced. Despite the coverage, you're going to become an easy target to track, especially for players with decent aim if you keep spamming smokes with a Vandal. Now, I'm not saying you should avoid this even if you're almost certain it's a guaranteed kill. It's just that it's not a tactic you should really rely on. And if you're really the type to spam smokes, well, you should consider the Phantom more than the Vandal. Just try to analyze each and every round you're in, as well as the team composition for both your team and the enemies. If you notice a Viper ult ready from either team, you might want to consider going for a Phantom. If either team is also running a double controller lineup, I would likely recommend using the Phantom more as well. Reading scenarios like these is really what helps avoid put you and your team at a disadvantage. And if you think choosing Vandal or Phantom purely boils down to preference, well then that's another mistake you're making as well. It's more than just a lifelong debate about which is better or what people prefer more. It should also be relying on 1, what type of strategy your team is going for in that round, number 2, what you anticipate from the enemy, number 3, which map you're playing, 4, which agent you're using, and 5, what the team comp looks like. So the next time you decide on which gun to pick for the round, just consider all these mistakes in the overall situation. If there's a specific gun that offers you more advantage for a particular round, I'd say go for that one. Just make sure you're using your gun in a way that gives you the most advantage possible. Otherwise, you'd be wasting its potential. All right though guys, before we wrap this up, let's tell you a little bit more about SkillCapped. So we offer a 5-division rank up guarantee, and we think that's a pretty crazy thing to offer. It's kind of like a gym membership guaranteeing you that you're gonna get ripped. Your local gym probably go bust if they offered you that. But not us, because we've offered this for years because our service really does work. It works so well, in fact, that we're able to produce by far the largest catalog of premium Valorant guides on the internet. We add new courses every month with over 1,000 guides curated into over 50 courses. No one can compare. We also have a direct line of communication with subscribers in our Discord so that you can get connected immediately to some of the best players in the game who will respond to every question you ask. Sign up today for as little as $6.99 a month if you're serious about improving your game. So that's going to be all for this one today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.